Hello and welcome back to Coin Matters channel. There's a lot to discuss in this video. Be sure to check out today's first video if you haven't already. We listened to a brief conversation with Joel Katz in which he compared two major reserve currencies. I enjoy the sounds that occurred in this film, and I think we should investigate further. David Schwartz is scheduled to give a talk. Again, there will be something in this video's first 2 minutes that you probably haven't heard of just yet. Stuart will be giving us an update on the SEC versus Ripple litigation for the duration of Jeremy Hogan's show. This morning, Ripple announced a new partnership, and in this article, we'll discuss the implications of this development for derivatives and the XRP ledger, as well as the relationship between the XRP ledger and side chains. What we're seeing on the XRP chart right now isn't encouraging, because let's be honest, things aren't looking so fantastic right now. A loss of 3.54%. The next stop I've been pushing for is the 50s, and here we are at 60 cents. Yes, very much so. Should you, however, feel nervous? In a word, no. All is well. We expected a pullback, and here we are. There is no sign of the bull run. Since the bull run didn't materialize, you can either A. restrain your buying impulses or B. take advantage of the situation to stock up on XRP once again. Relax for a moment. The bull run is just around the bend, so settle in. New Bitcoin price is $29,000. 0% is not 666.6% in theory, and the past day's $16. This morning's losses amount to 1.2% of the entire cryptocurrency market cap. So far, we have 1.17. Now we're down to a mere $1.16 trillion. They didn't have time to pull it up since they were too busy covering P. Powell's introduction in today's news. The new coin is quite reliable. It's not exactly brand new either, sorry, I meant new. They've got the first truly stable cryptocurrency. Today marks the debut of PayPal stablecoin. It seems to be based on the Ethereum platform. Let's watch things unfold and see what happens. Now, in case you were unaware, be wary of who you accept as friends, as warned by Al Capone. 4 quarters and 100 pennies appeal to me more. Do your best now. You can get your hands on some Lux lines in my buddy Al Capone's honor. I don't think there are more than a month's worth of Mob Rip NFT left at this point. We sold over 80 of them, maybe even 82, and they went quickly. You can use crypto, including XRP, and receive 30% of the project's monthly revenue back if you pay within the first 24 hours. Nope. A monthly NFT purchase is unnecessary. If you buy one now, you can count on getting paid for it during the rest of the year, in October, November, and December. The wonderful part about this endeavor is the link down below. Here's the second video I wanted to show you, which is of David Schwartz joining Twitter yesterday at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please pay close attention to what he says now. Thank you for coming so late, but I promise to be brief. I found it fascinating that you brought up OFAC compliance rights and sanctions in your interview with Rachel Wilson. When Ethereum made the conversion from merge to proof of stake, I noticed more stories claiming that the transition was 50% complete, as well as 70% OFAC conformity. In the interview, you touched on it briefly to satisfy curiosity without going into detail. How far along are we in becoming OFAC compliant? Was it mostly just a couple of things, or do you mind elaborating? Yes, I believe that to be the case. Ripple has been waxing lyrical about instances. You may be familiar with the term institutional DeFi. There is also some overlap with concepts like as Web 3 and Enterprise Web 3. We didn't mean to imply that IBM was the only company making use of SushiSwap. We don't mean anything by that. Products that transcend classification yet are nevertheless constructed with the infrastructure necessary to serve large organizations. And I do believe that all kinds of blocks are the primary factor inhibiting enterprise adoption of deep learning in the United States. However, on a worldwide scale, this is the primary obstacle to screening, as firms face severe consequences for aiding terrorist organizations. You can't support a company that you either know or suspect provides material support to terrorists, regardless of how much you admire or support that company. You are strictly forbidden from engaging in any activity that could lead to your taking money, committing a crime, or funding terrorists. And the risk is prohibitively high. In many cases, the potential liability is in the hundreds of millions of dollars. It's huge, I mean. Therefore, a remedy is required. Therefore, we have been exploring options for enhancing public ledgers with features like sanction screening without jeopardizing their security. Now, obviously, at the present time, neither the XRP ledger nor any other public ledger that I am aware of support this. The decentralized ID concept is not a complete answer to the problem of sanction screening, but it does represent a significant improvement. And what I'm thinking, and I think most of the organization thinks, is that I'm assuming more of a leadership role. Therefore, I believe that the business's philosophy mirrors my own. And what I'm thinking is that the XRP ledger shouldn't be a sanction-filtered ledger. It's not logical, given that the people that use the ledger are subject to different restrictions. Therefore, it is not appropriate for a public ledger to attempt to impose a single regulatory framework on all users. However, it should make it easier for people to follow the law. Thus, the ledger ought to include a means by which users might request US-style sanction screening of their accounts. The catch is that you won't be able to communicate with accounts that haven't been pre-screened. This is the exciting part. You may visualize this by color-coding the ledger's columns, green for sanctioned individuals and red for everyone else. People in green and red are those who may be terrorists or may have been terrorists in the past, but who are also not interested in participating in the sanction screening for whatever reason. There's no use in having red and green on the same ledger if the rule is that no money can flow from red to green by any path. What David is saying gives you some food for thought about the future of Ripple and is, thus, quite interesting. Right. The 2018 Saudi Arabian cooperation left a reverberating effect on my mind. Watch that closely, everyone. Excuse the side ticker while I bounce around a bit. But I'm eager to start trading on these XRP graphs. Michael released XRP. If you recall, I mentioned that the next halt would likely be between 55 and 60 cents, and given that he now has the area of interest rate in between my range, it will be crucial to maintain this range. Below 55 cents, I predict an XRP price of 40 cents. Now is not the time to worry. It's premature to worry. My point on his channel was simple: you may go one of two ways. Relax, do nothing, and stay in bed, since we all know where this is leading. In 2024 and 2025, we anticipate a bull run with a minimum objective of $4. When we finally reach this guy with our raucous chimes, he immediately becomes a crypto critic / XSEC official. According to John Reed Stark, this is essentially a case where they should look into Bill Hinman. It has a greater scope than a Ripple. A government official's conflict of interest during an investigation could be quite problematic. We'll put an end to it, and I'll make sure everyone is responsible. They said yes, I have read the bill, and he may have acted unethically or illegally, at least according to some reports. The FBI should investigate that so-called him in emails, and if the evidence shows unlawful conduct, the Department of Justice should prosecute. However, human conduct in a week's deflection is a total red herring and has little to no applicability of the securities law. Here, I think he's absolutely right, folks. There has to be a look into this. 100% when Jeremy Hogan gets in, it's a go. At our hearing, Judge Turaz made it abundantly obvious that the SEC believes XRP itself is a security. A transcript from a 2021 hearing where SEC lawyers argue that XRP is still a security, but that there is an exemption for individual sales is available here. I'm telling you now that it doesn't matter if the SEC appeals, it will take the judge 2 or 3 years to go back and review the case. During that time, XRP will continue to be treated as a commodity rather than a security. The law will not change simply because the SEC has chosen to appeal. No. The law remains in effect. A law is a law, period. Until she goes to appeal and reverses her decision, the law will continue to be applied as she originally interpreted it. None of our concerns are warranted at this time. Just today, I was trying to explain this to a coworker. Today, Ripple shared news of a new collaboration, and I enjoyed reading this. We're excited to work with Centigrade Earth to increase honesty and openness in the carbon trading industry. Brad Times says now that Ripple has joined the ISDA, remember the XRP crypto wolf who said XRP is 100,000 times more energy efficient than Bitcoin? Evaluate the market and pricing potential of XRP at $1,896 per XRP. It has always been a question of what share of the remittance, clearing, and settlement business the Ripple and XRP cryptocurrency will gain. I was missing them and I had a breakdown on this page. He reported on August 4th that the value of XRP had increased to $36 billion in the market. The notional value of the derivatives market is believed to be well over $1 quadrillion. If 10% of this market is settled in XRP, we get a figure of $100 trillion. With a current market worth of $34.9 billion, XRP's value would climb by over 2,800% if it processed 100 trillion transactions. The current XRP price is 66 cents, so multiplying that by 2865 would give you XRP's market cap. These mathematical expressions are rather intriguing, right? The numbers add up. XRP would be worth close to $2,000 per XRP if it were able to capture just 10% of the $1 quadrillion derivatives market. Math is objective. A classic, the only thing you need to wonder is whether or not XRP will be successful in penetrating the derivatives market. If we only got 1%, 0.5% is about $100 XRP, so a $200 XRP investment would cost you about $50. Yes. 3-digit XRP is okay. I have zero doubts that XRP can reach triple digits. But the question you must ask yourself is whether or not you have what it takes to ride this to the top. That is the question you must answer for yourself. I'm going to leave it at that. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later. Bye.